Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to another video. Hope you guys are doing well today. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about how my newly geared and dinged Demon Hunter hit 363 item level in one day. So my Demon Hunter dinged yesterday. I currently have a play time of 7.5 hours on this character at 70. So what did I do? I did say I was going to do a video like this discussing how I transitioned my character from newly dinged to heroics to mythics and things like that. So when I dinged, I was around 330 eye level. Now the requirement to get into heroics is 342. Now I do think this is a little bit excessive. I think it's unnecessarily that high, but it is what it is, and I don't think it's going to change for now. So the first thing I did was come over to the good old auction house. In the time between sort of 60 to 70, I made around 25,000 gold. If you just look, and this is on Draenor, so it's quite a popular server, but if you just look at some of these crafted items, I mean, a full set of the PvE crafted items, 35 gold for some of these pieces. You can pick the stats you want. You can go through and buy all these. You also have the PvP gear at 343 eye level, which allows you to, again, pick up pretty much a full set of gear at 343, as long as you're willing to spend a bit of gold. Now, I believe there is also some, again, shield offhand. You can buy amulets, rings, cloaks, all these good stuff here as well. So you're able to pick up pretty much, if you're willing to throw money at it, you're able to pick up a full set of 343 eye level gear. Now, the other thing that you also may have access to, especially once you hit World Quests, is Titan Training Matrix 1s, which allows you to craft a piece of gear at 333 to 343. Now, I managed to pick up 7 of these along my journey, and I crafted myself through the work order system some boots, some legs, and other items that I've already replaced. You see, at 363, I'm still actually using some of these pieces of gear. Now, all in all, this managed to get me around the 340 mark quite easily. Okay, so I wasn't quite able to queue for heroics, but I was close enough that I was nearly there. Okay, so what I did is I focused on the pieces of gear that was quite low and worked on improving those. One of those for me was a ring. I had one of the PvP rings. I decided not to buy another one. I actually went and farmed the Cobalt Assembly. It took me around an hour and a half to get this done. There are still groups doing it constantly, and it gave me a ring that I could use as both tank and DPS. As you can see, these were the rings I was using before. One was a crafted ring using the training matrix, and one was a PvP ring. I decided that actually a 40 eye level increase was quite a substantial amount, so I went and got myself these 2 rings. At that point, I was around the 342 eye level bit, as well as some world quests. So I believe there was like a chest, some legs, a PvP thing. Make sure you have war mode turned on so you can see the PvP world quests. But as you can see, I mean, if I go there now, I'm sure there are world quests there that, again, 366, instantly I could go there and pick up an upgrade. There's a fist weapon around 350, some gloves. There's so many pieces of gear I could go and pick up very quickly. I mean, some boot upgrades. I've literally just logged on this character in case you didn't realize. Um, all these different upgrades I could go and get. I could go and pick things up and increase my level even further now. So once you've done that, you'll be 342, and I jumped straight into heroics. I did heroics for about 2.5 hours. I queued as a tank. The queues were quite quick, and my focus was just to get as much gear as possible. And as soon as I hit around the 348 mark, I started queuing for Mythic Zeros. Now, I was doing heroics as a tank, having no issue at all surviving. I was quite tanky. I focused on being tanky instead of doing the most amount of damage. I know that I could tank Mythic Zeros, and I actually created my first group. In my first group, I got exceptionally lucky and got 2 pieces of gear. This means that I was already then over the 350 eye level mark. As soon as you hit that 350 eye level mark, jump straight into Mythic Zeros. You'll get plenty of group invites. There's plenty of people looking, and 350 seems to be the benchmark eye level. Um, Once you've done all those, you can then go and do all the weekly stuff. So you have the Accord day weekly. You have the Trial of the Elements, which is found in Temporal Conflux and on RE Planes over here. You can go and do your Grand Hunt. You can go and do Dragonbane Stronghold. All of these different things, especially around that marker, if you are stuck at that point or you've done your M0s, etc., that's the time to go and do them, and you will get massive upgrades from there as well. So it's quite a simple path. I would suggest it requires a little bit of gold at the start. Nothing extreme. Go and do some dailies. Go and do some world quests. Go and do dungeons. You'll pick up that gold quite quickly anyway. And then go and buy yourself a bit of starter gear. The world quest will scale with your eye level, and just continue. It's quite a natural path. I do agree with what you guys were saying in terms of the heroics being 342 eye level seems a little bit higher than necessary. But that's the only hard marker that I would say exists. Obviously, all of this can be skipped if you have a group of mates and you could just run straight into the heroics. There's no eye level requirement for that at all. Um, but if you want to do it through the dungeon finder or play solo, as I have been, this is the way to do it. So, guys, I hope this video helps. If there's any other questions, please let me know, and I will be doing more videos over the next couple of days. Thanks for watching. Peace.